Bake.io is an extension for Unity Editor that will allow you to change your game from this into this. In this video, I will show you how to install and use this plugin. To install Bake.io, import the package from the Unity Asset Store into your project. If you don't need an example scene to play with, you can skip the examples folder. After installing Bake.io, you should notice the Procedural Pixels Bake.io section under the Window menu. If you use URP in the project, open URP Support Installer. The installer will check and install the correct package for URP. After installation is done, you will be asked to reopen your Unity project. You should skip URP Support installation if you're using a built-in render pipeline. Now you can try Bake.io. This wall, for example, looks quite dull. Let's improve its visuals. Attach a Bake.io component under a mesh renderer. Use a button to update the materials of this model to make all Bake.io features available. Open the baking section. Now it's time to tweak some settings. The wall is large, so we should use a larger baking resolution. Let's see the results by clicking the Bake button. This video is not sped up to show you the speed of baking. Much better. Now you can adjust the intensity of the effect. If you don't like the effect, you can bake another texture and compare them using the Next button. This button will find the next texture that was baked for this mesh. When you lose your baking settings, you can always fetch them from a currently attached texture. This will always find a setting that the attached texture was baked with. You can bake textures for multiple objects at once. Select multiple renderers and attach the Bake.io component to all of them, then repeat the previous steps. If you would like to bake textures for many models in your project, you can use a baking wizard. It's a tool that will allow you to bulk bake many textures at once. Just drag and drop objects you want to bake. You can drag folders and models from the project and game objects from the scene. Baking Wizard will try to find all the models and then will bake textures for all of them. Baking is done in the background, so you can continue to work on your project. Baked textures, if not configured differently, are placed in the same folder as a model, so you can also use them in your materials. Use parameters to tweak the look of the models that will be the best fit for your game. Enjoy creating your game, while Bake.io handles the baking. You can find more information in the documentation. The link to the asset is in the description of this video.